Good morning. It's actually the afternoon for me. I didn't start my day the way I should, which is with my lesson. And it's October 14th, 2022. And I decided to stop. I had the time, and I'm taking the time to stop and pretend that it's not 12:11 p.m., that it's early in the morning when I wake up, and I'm gonna do my lesson. So thanks for being with me this morning. I did read it this morning though. I just didn't do the video, but I need to do it, and I need to do my lesson correctly if I want to have a good day. That's where I'm at. We all get there, I guess, some days, right? It's not even a bad day. I'm just not my no chipper self. That's all. Okay. Lesson number 45, A Course in Miracles. God is the mind with which I think. Today's idea holds the key to what your real thoughts are. They are nothing that you think, just as nothing that you think you see is related to vision in any way. There is no relationship between what is real and what you think is real. Okay. Nothing that you think are your real thoughts resemble your real thoughts in any respect. Nothing that you think you see bears any resemblance to what vision will show you. You think with the mind of God. Therefore, you share your thoughts with him, and he shares his with you. I love that part. He shares his with you. They are the same thoughts because they are thought by the same mind. To share is to make alike or to make one. I love that. Nor do the thoughts you think with the mind of God leave your mind, because thoughts do not leave their source. Therefore, your thoughts are in the mind of God as you are. They are in your mind as well, where he is. As you are part of his mind, so are your thoughts part of his mind. Because I'm not a body. I'm not reading that. I'm ad-libbing. Because we are not bodies. Okay, where then are your real thoughts? Today we will attempt to reach them. We will have to look for them in your mind, because that is where they are. They must still be there because they cannot have left their source. What is thought by the mind of God is eternal, being part of creation. Our 3 5-minute practice periods for today will take the same general form that we used in applying yesterday's idea. We will attempt to leave the unreal and seek for the real. I had to do that lesson a few days. It was the whole line that said, you're on basically a holy journey, like you're attempting something holy. And that, I think made it pressure for me to really attempt to do it, instead of just faithfully, to do it more purposeful. So that kind of, I guess, made it harder. Okay, I'm sorry. We will attempt to leave the unreal and seek for the real. We will deny the world in favor of truth. We will not let the thoughts of the world hold us back. We will not let the beliefs of the world tell us that what God would have us do is impossible. Instead, we will try to recognize that only what God would have us do is possible. We will also try to understand that only what God would have us do is what we want to do. And we will also try to remember that we cannot fail in doing what He would have us do. Thank you. If I would have remembered that yesterday, I wouldn't have put such pressure on myself. I should have known that that was not God, but the ego, because I wasn't at peace. It's the key. Trust your feelings. There is every reason to feel confident that we will succeed today. Thank you, because he didn't say because, it just says it is the will of God that you succeed. Begin the exercises for today by repeating the idea to yourself, closing your eyes as you do. Then spend a fairly short period in thinking a few relevant thoughts of your own, keeping the idea in mind. After you have added some 4 or 5 thoughts of your own to the idea, repeat it again and tell yourself gently, my real thoughts are in my mind. I would like to find them. Then try to go past all the unreal thoughts that cover the truth in your mind and reach to the eternal. Under all the senseless thoughts and mad ideas which you have cluttered up your mind are the thoughts that you thought with God in the beginning. They are there in your mind now, completely unchanged. They will always be in your mind exactly as they always were. Everything you have thought since then will change, but the foundation on which it rests is wholly changeless. It is the foundation towards which the exercise for today's It is this foundation towards which the exercises for today are directed. Here is your mind joined with the mind of God. Here are your thoughts, one with His. For this kind of practice, only one thing is necessary. Approach it as you would an altar. See, that's the pressure right there. Okay, I must have some type of blockage with that. Maybe the way I was taught to approach things that are holy or things that are like an altar. Maybe my perception must be wrong because it doesn't leave me peaceful. It leaves me afraid. It leaves me in a place of, I guess, unworthiness, of a place of a feeling of unholiness, not being okay to approach the altar, instead of feeling welcome to approach the altar. Approach it as you would an altar dedicated in heaven to God the Father and to God the Son. I should be approaching it rejoicing, right? And to God the Son, and to me, to God and to me. For such is the place you are trying to reach. You will probably be unable as yet to realize how high you are trying to go. Yet even with the little understanding you have already gained, you should be able to remind yourself that this is no idle game, but an exercise in holiness, an attempt to reach the kingdom of heaven. I'm not sure what all this is. In the shorter exercise periods for today, try to remember how important it is to you to understand the holiness of the mind that thinks with God. Take a minute or two as you repeat the idea throughout the day to appreciate your mind's holiness. Stand aside, however briefly, from all thoughts that are unworthy of Him whose host you are. And thank Him for the thoughts He is thinking with you. Have a good day.